sexual problems can be healed, and we have some methods for it that really going deep. So I will tell you the basic model we have, So as you already heard, sexual gardening is a specialization in body psychotherapy. So it is a therapy that is dealing with sexual development. And I don't know how it was in your education, but in Holland and the countries where I teach, it was very poor. Even therapists really did get very little information about this. So it somehow we distract from this area, and maybe it's from our education as from the parents or whatever, I don't know, but it is very natural because everybody who's sitting here is only here because the parents had sex, and we don't dare to talk about it. So it's really about our existence, and it's so important to know what is happening there and to know when energy gets blocked, because otherwise you get so frustrated. We look at the sexual development in stages from birth to death, and basically the stages, they have to do with the hormones. There is a natural program running that influences our sexual behavior. And it starts with the conception, because then the seed and the egg, they're coming together and they form a new human being, and that is also sexual and that can reproduce. And this child has a male or a female body, but only with the age around 3-4, the first hormones are released and the child feels some excitement in the genitals. And very naturally this child goes to the parents because it don't know what is happening in the body. And it depends very much on the reaction of the parents, what is happening then in the body. When the child is mirrored in a good way, it can develop a stream going from the genitals to the heart to really feel it and accept it. But most of the time, the reaction is negative. Either the parents reject the child or misuse it. At the age of 13, 14, when the child is coming into puberty, there's again a new level of hormone production, and the body gets ripe for reproduction, and the child or the puber will notice it by this excitement in the genitals, and for the woman the breast will grow, the body parts grow, you get hair. So this is a very important sexual step. And also here the child needs the mirroring of the parents and educators, because it is confused what is happening in the body. So then the body develops and is ripening for reproduction, and here you can say it is fully ripe, and in this age it is more about relationships, from how you can have a stable relationship, when you get children, how to treat these children, to find your way with the working and in your own profession. And it's a very busy time. But here, again, the hormone change, and then there is another phase in the sexual development we rarely talk about. So we could say this is the phase of opening up.
Ez a kinyílásnak a szakasza.
This is the phase of becoming.
Ez a valamivé válásnak a.
And here it is more about being.
És ez pedig a létezés,
because
a levésnek a.
The body is changing, and it makes not sense to go on like you were very young. The energy is more going inside. You are more interested in what is happening inside. What did I get from the world? How would I like to translate it and give what I've learned back to the world? The qualities I developed in this phase is, how can I give it now? Like a tree that has flowers that open up, that make fruit, and here is the phase of forming the seeds. Yes, and we are still sexual beings, so there is sexuality, but it's very different from before. It can be intense, but more inside. If you have sexual desires like a puber, you get very unhappy. And this is also possible that you become grandmother or grandfather and you see the products of your sexual behavior growing up. You go back to where you come. In a young age, the reaction we get from the parent is like writing a program. If you compare our brain with a computer, you have a basic program about how your body works, how the world works, and this is influencing you when you are growing and how you go into the world, how you go and look for a partner and what you expect, you know. If you are treated in this age with rejection, you expect it also in puberty because it's not safe, you know. You don't feel trust in your body to come with your, like Peter said, excitement or with your curiosity, you hold back. But also you can choose, it depends on your character, to emphasize it, you know, that you not hold back, but you make it just very big. So there is a different reaction in depending on your personality, how you handle sexual energy. And what we do with those exercises, but also we give theory that you really understand why we do it and what is the background of it and how the body works, what is meant by nature, that we kind of rewrite a program, how it should be, that you treat it in a way that is respectful. And so you have then afterwards you have those two programs, the old one and the new one, and then you have a choice how you treat yourself. It's not only one program anymore. And because we not only talk about it, so it's not only this level, but we use the whole body, you know. And that's why the new information comes in the body and it really reaches the cells. Because what I experience and also what people report from the trainings, that you feel some different sensations in the body. And like for the first time maybe you feel a stream going between heart and genitals, or women report that they first feel something inside the vagina, or men that they feel how it is to open the heart, that is a body experience. So you don't have to do your best, but the body is reacting already in a different way.